Greetings. I am Keith Russell Lee, and I am excited about coming and spending these next few minutes with you. Now, are you ready for your dreams to come true? Are you really ready to really grab hold of that brass ring and that this year is going to be different from any other year that you've ever lived? Are you ready to make this the best year ever? Folks, I'm right now launching my new coaching series, and that is the KRL coaching series. I'm excited because I know that this program is going to give you the tools and the resources necessary for you to truly create a phenomenal life. Now, you hear me oftentimes say that you are my ministry. I measure the success of what I'm doing based upon the quality of life that those who I minister to have in their lives. And I have worked really diligently in putting this package together just for you, that you can have a great quality of life and embrace all that the Father would have you to have. You've heard me share so oftentimes, Jesus says this, that I've come that you might have life and have that life abundantly. And that life is Zoe. It's a life that is enriched, fulfilled, meaningful, and purposeful. It is a life with resources. It is a life that is psyched, jazzed, and juiced, and as one writer called it, it's a God kind of life. And by a God kind of life, it's a life of love, of happiness, of health and well-being, of success, of prosperity, abundance, and yes, even money. That's the God kind of life. That's the kingdom life that I know God has for you as you create a phenomenal life for yourselves. So I want to share in these next moments 6 reasons why you need a coach. And then after I share these 6 reasons of why you need a coach, I want to share what makes my coaching system so different. Because you can go all over the internet. You can look for what everybody else is doing, and this is uniquely different. And I'm going to share with you that reason. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an offer for you to come on and be a part of this. Now, space is limited. Space is limited. And there is some qualification as we go through and as I talk with you, as I'll be having a one-on-one interview with you. And so some space will be limited, but I want you to be a part of you this year, making this the best year ever of your life. Okay, so what are the 6 reasons to have a life coach or a life strategist, as I call myself? The first one is focus. Focus. You know, a life coach and a life strategist will help you maintain your focus on the goals and upon your dreams that you have established. Have you ever noticed that life sometimes can get so crazy, so chaotic, get topsy-turvy, turned upside down, and you've got so many things to do? You feel like that back in the 60s, they used to have like the variety shows with the people spinning the dishes on top of broom handles or whatever it was, and they would have to go to each one. Our lives are in such a frantic pace, and it's very difficult when we talk about having goals that are not necessarily aligned with what we're doing on our jobs or aligned in terms of our family, to keep focus upon those things that we say that are important and those things that we had established for ourselves. Well, a coach is one that will help you maintain that focus and bring you back to that place where you need to be so that you can be able to accomplish it. The second thing that a life coach and strategist does is accountability, to offer accountability. I don't know about you, but maybe you've been like me where I've had a lot of goals. I've filled my journal with all of these goals, but I never shared it with anybody. You know what? If you never share it with anybody, you know what happens? There's no pressure on you to ever become it. It becomes your little private fantasy. It becomes your little private dream. But when you share that with someone, for instance, a coach, when you share that with others, there's this ability that then to keep us accountable to the things that we say, the things that we said that we're going to do, the things that we said that this is what I want in terms of my life. And so a coach gives you a sense of accountability. The third thing is this of affirmation. A life coach and a life strategist will affirm you. Because, folks, let me share this. I believe in you. I believe in God's highest and best in your life. I believe that you are a beautiful manifestation of God and a beautiful expression of the Father. I believe that there's so much potentiality inside of you, and your dreams are not crazy. No, they're God. They're God inspired. And with that, my friend, I want to affirm you. You know, success can sometimes be a very lonely road, and particularly when you're a visionary, what you're operating from. You've got a vision for your life. You've got a vision of where you want to be. And as you're moving forward in terms of your life, sometimes people will not understand. Sometimes people will laugh and scoff at you. However, you've got a coach. That coach will say, I believe in you. I see it with you. And let me also share about affirmation. This is not on the list, but affirmation also includes agreement. And the Bible declares where two or more come together, whatever we touch and agree on, it shall be established. It shall be done. So that affirmation is me believing in you. The fourth thing that a life strategist and a coach does is number 4, clarity. To help you get clear. Have you ever been there? I know I've been, and I had to call up a coach. I had to get a coach because, I had all these ideas and all these things going on in my mind. Where do I go? Where do I begin? Where do I start? And my life coach was able to get clarity. We're able to get down to the heart of the matter, to be clear and to be centered on the things that are most important, cutting through all of the junk, if you will, and sharpening with intensity on those things that we need to center on in our lives. That's what a coach does. The fifth thing is this is a sounding board. Have you ever been there? I know I have, where I just needed somebody to talk to who understood. There's sometimes, your wife or your spouse cannot understand it. Your partner cannot understand it. Sometimes even your best buddies and your family cannot understand it. However, guess what? With a life coach and a life strategist, we can be able to sit down and you can bounce those ideas off of me with no judgment whatsoever at all. Have you ever needed just someone sometimes just even to listen? I don't even need any feedback. Just listen. Let me work through these things. That's what a life coach is able to offer you. And then number 6, and this is the last part, number 6, and that is motivation. Have you ever got there where you just were just tired, but you just needed a word of encouragement to get motivated again, to get psyched, to get jazzed, and to get juiced again? Matter of fact, that's why many people even come to these videos, because it inspires them. But imagine having a coach there that you can pick up the phone and you can call. And that on our weekly calls that you can say, man, this is what I'm dealing with. And I'm needing some inspiration. And I'm needing to be motivated. That is what a life coach does. And now let me share with you, and those are 6 things: focus, accountability, affirmation, clarity, a sounding board, and motivation. Now let me share what makes the KRL coaching system so uniquely different and why I'm excited about this, and where you cannot find this any place else from anyone else. This is a unique product. And that is why, and the reason why it is because the Destiny system, this coaching series is built and based upon the Destiny system, which is a system of key spiritual laws and principles that have been proven to be able to work in your life. Now, systems are out here. People talk about systems, and some people don't even have systems. But I've discovered this: if you're going to be able to operate at the highest level, you need a system. You need a comprehensive way of understanding of how you're able to achieve those things in your life. Wouldn't you agree? Well, what the Destiny system has done, and what I've done in this coaching series, is taken the key principles of spiritual law and spiritual principles, and I have put them together. Now, these are proven laws, and let me share this about spiritual law. See, or any given law. Just like natural laws come 100% of the time, operate 100% of the time, it's the same way with spiritual laws. Gravity, 100% of the time, you throw something up in the air, it's going to fall down. That's the law of gravity. Well, if you're talking about being successful and operating in the law of success, out of the biblical principles of the law of success, guess what's going to happen? You are going to be successful 100% of the time because they're based upon spiritual principle, spiritual law, not just hearsay, the things that I've used in my life where I've gone from 0 to 100, just like that, where I have been able to build multi-million-dollar organizations, or let me be more specific, ministry as well as business. And so what I'm sharing with you is that this system that I have devised, that has come to me, that no one else has or offers, that I'm going to be able to share that with you to be able to help you to create that phenomenal life. Now, folks, the question is this: are you ready? Are you ready? There's no risk in this at all. If someone tells you that these are proven spiritual strategies, these are strategies that even Jesus used. And Jesus himself told us that the things that I've been doing, you will do, and even greater things you shall do, because I go into my Father. These are proven strategies and principles, and you can't lose. Matter of fact, one of my mentors, he said, you cannot lose with the stuff that I use. And with these spiritual principles and laws, as another mentor told me, that they work if you work it. So why not sign up today? Again, space is limited. So go on and sign up today. And I know that this is going to make a tremendous difference in your life. This is the beginning of a new day for you, which will indeed make and manifest a tremendous new year. Until next time, I'm Keith Russell Lee saying live with faith and power.